But I'm gonna fuck around and make my whole fucking album distorted, and they gonna be like that boy edgy as fuck. Yeah, fuck. TCAP 803.
Coming heavy with the weight and feel. Wonder if the hoes in Jesus' hand he'll give a fuck how a man feel. Whole world at a standstill, stigmatized. Donald Trump they will not criticize. Still question Obama like my nigga lied. White girls used to sell my dick and ride. Out here switching sides. Costing shit to mind the window cause they living blind. And they so not showing. I swear my flow how potent. How these hoes got open and you know Pop's joking. If he expect forgiveness, I'm wondering your seven victim hell's free of heaven's prison. These are split decisions. And I think I give the misses what I give the masses. My whole arm, there are no walls. I ain't kissing asses, the shit, and I don't stop. Don't stop. She ain't bars, the end, and she won't call her. You didn't see it coming. People are screaming, running, baby, like babies. Why they need it? That can drive horsepower. Steve's punching, smoking weed, I'm blunting. Know the steez is stunning, ain't me like Jesus function. Eating knowledge, I got key consumption. Super Saiyan wanna be. I eat a peanut butter with your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is about an hour and I need 100. I see your ship and see it sunken. Missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love it, hot box, a beaming bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker. She bring me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold to God calls.
You took your laptop out and everything, and you didn't even put the camera up. Look at that.
Wait, where's the camera at?
It's crazy.
Oh,
It's behind it. I mean,
Is
it's
it
like,
really?
yeah, it's right there. It's been there the whole. It never moved it since you've been here. I said, get your laptop out. You're like, okay. I said, put your camera up there. You're like,
I
okay.
was in the middle of eating.
Then
when
you
said
never.
that.
Yeah, 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago.
I was trying to enjoy.
You
my
stopped
food.
eating when we were watching a YouTube video before we even went live.
I was
We've
trying
been live
to,
for 5 minutes.
I was trying to enjoy my food because.
Well, we're
you were
starting too
making it
late for you to
difficult.
enjoy your food. I'm
You
sorry.
were-
It's
you're
your
making
fault.
it
You got here
difficult
too late.
because like you just kept talking about stuff that I was like, I'm eating.
And
And
yeah,
I don't want to think about those things right now.
well, I mean, that's why we started off wrong, because you didn't want to pay attention and do the stuff that you
Well, I
needed
did
to
pay
do.
attention though.
You obviously didn't. Your camera was down, and that's what you're complaining about.
But look, here we are, and I did it.
No, you didn't. Not in time.
No.
It was a mistake.
Nobody noticed.
I think they all definitely did notice.
Nah. We're all good. Don't even worry.
Hey, Chris. Hey, 2%. Hey, Oxy.
Welcome. to
First?
Soft Vodka.
Wait, who's first? Wait. Who thought they were first? Take off my sock this morning, and the doctor was like, oh, yeah, that looks fractured. X-rays come back, and no fracture, and he couldn't believe it. Well, congratulations.
Look, I was
Guys-
sitting on the edge of my seat, like waiting to hear back.
Guys,
about
the
stuff.
girls are fighting. Who are the girls that are fighting?
I think he's talking about you bitching about me not sending
Here
up the
on
camera.
time, coach. Hello, Sig. What's up, homie? Did you get your gift card? Wait, who got the gift card? In fact, the Creighton is able to hold down a job. The fact that Creighton is able to hold down a job is
fact that the Creighton-
miraculous. That's a really good point.
What do you mean?
Like, it's crazy that you even have a job.
Oh, I'm amazing.
As much
at
as
my
you don't
job.
pay attention to things. I mean, you say you're amazing at your job,
I am.
but like, you run Food Lion. I mean, that's not like.
I mean, I don't
Damn it.
care what I do. I'm still
It's
gonna try to do my
1:45.
best at it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, again, your best. What does your best mean? Because your
It
best should
means-
if you put even if you multiplied what you do here by 10, that's not a lot of effort. You had to do one thing to start this podcast, and that was put your camera on your laptop, and you didn't do that.
I do enough.
You
to
do
be-
one thing.
I do enough to
You
be
need
tired.
one thing to do.
You says the guy who works 2 days a week and like spends most of the time in his basement.
That's not true. Everyone thinks I'm in here all the time. I'm out of the house. I've been here for 2 hours. I've been gone all day. Every day I'm gone. Me and Mike go do shit. We're
Sure.
running a business.
Okay.
Like, what are you saying?
Hey, look, whatever makes you feel better.
You and my father. It's like you're my dad. I hate it. Who's messaging me? Now I'm getting emails and shit. Domino's, my order got here. Whoa, really, Domino's? You're a little late there, buddy.
How? That's like 20,
like,
30
yeah.
minutes ago.
Yeah, I was like, what? That's saying that I ordered it. That's not even saying it's here yet. Dude, emails are, I don't know if it's me. My emails used to get there like if I did something, like ordered something on Amazon, I get
Mhm.
the email inside of like 30 seconds. It's gotten to where now, like, I'll order something, and I won't get the email, like, for sometimes, like, 5 hours, sometimes, like, a whole day.
I don't get notifications either from Amazon.
I don't like
I
it.
don't like
Getting
that
upset. I liked when I had all my shit when I knew they knew it was me. Now I feel like they don't know if it's me, and they're, like, They're like checking me, and now I think they're investigating me, and now I'm paranoid. And
They should be investigating you.
Why?
You just seem very shady.
I
You
seem
didn't-
shady.
Yeah, you didn't get coffee, did you?
I just haven't poured any yet.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's right there, Creighton. It's not
Come on,
like
get you some coffee.
I don't want any right now.
I didn't do
I just ate
anything
pizza.
to it. I don't know what you're talking
It's funny you say that.
about. And I drank out of it too.
I shouldn't have sent the toe pic because the mustache pic was so much better.
The mustache pick was
It
better.
was a good mustache.
Yeah.
It was a good mustache pic.
I didn't see that till after I got home, and I forgot. I thought he was you because he's in my Snap as Chris,
Mm-hmm. And so am I.
and I opened it, and I was like, "Well, this doesn't look like Charlie." And I was like, "Oh, it's Chris, like from the Twitch stream."
Nah, we're not screening your electronic communications. Promise. That's that.
Speaking of which, you want me to the undisclosed location trade U.S. currency?
For goods and/or services. Is it worth adding y'all on Snap? I mean,
Who?
Creighton says that we're live on Snap, but you probably see it everywhere else. I mean, I put it in the Discord.
I mean,
The Snap
also,
is
like,
really
if
for
you
people here
yeah.
IRL that don't do the whole computer game. Like, they're not on Twitch or Discord or anything.
And like, you know, if you just want to like catch up with us or something, like your chat, like, 'cause I'll respond to a lot of people on Snap all the time.
I
like,
won't.
just talking. Charlie won't, but I
like,
will.
if you snap me, like, if you just snap me a picture of yourself,
It's
I'm going to
ki-
look at it,
it's
but
kinda
that's
like
all that's going
a-
to happen.
It's kind of like a little window into our personal lives, 'cause
Well, your personal
a
life.
little bit, like not much.
I
a little
very
bit.
rarely put anything on my story other than "Hey, we're live," and even tonight, I didn't even do it tonight. Like, I
I'm
forgot.
doing it right now.
Yeah, he's doing it right now. I do it sometimes, but most of the time I just don't. Don't disrespect Jesse like that. Wait, what'd I say?
What did you say?
I don't know.
You said something.
Well, Charlie's a loser, so don't expect it. Wait, how am I disrespecting Jesse?
Why are you disrespecting Jesse?
And why'd you spell Jesse wrong? You spelled Jeese.
Why are you disrespecting G's?
I haven't posted on my story since my birthday. I send ass pics only. I'll accept an ass pic. Only from you, though, Oxy. Wait. Oxy, you're older than 18, right? Charlie's lit. Listen here, Sig. You're lit. Wait, do you mean like you think I'm high?
I think he means that you're high. Yeah, 'cause you just can't pay attention.
Why does everybody think I'm high all the
Speaking of
time?
someone who can't pay attention.
What do you mean can't pay attention?
You just
I'm paying attention.
No, but you were giving me shit about like not listening, but you don't even know where chat is half the time. You'll be responding to this shit, and you'll like be mid conversation with somebody, and then forget that you're talking about something, and be like, "What? Like, what are they talking about?"
Creighton, I told you for 25 minutes to put your camera on your laptop, and you
It's
didn't do it
different.
until the podcast had
It's
started.
different. You kept asking me while I was in the middle of doing shit.
No, I didn't.
I was gonna get to it eventually.
Yeah, well, eventually it's too late.
Look,
24.
you
I'll
start
pay back.
paying me, I'll start get. I'll beg,
Not
I'll
lit,
get
lit,
that
like
li-
cool lit. Thank you, Sig.
I'll get that cam up whenever you want me to. I'll be
Because you
get-
always send pics and you probably don't respond. I don't like. Look, me and Jesse have an understanding on Snapchat. Very rarely will I respond. I send him sometimes some Snapchats,
Sometimes
but
you
like
see
we have a
memes.
very the same like understanding of like, okay, this is not meant to be a conversation. This is meant to update each other on our lives. He sends me funny Snapchats of his child and like mistakes that he's making drinking, and I very once in a while
See, I want to be.
if
part
I
of
see a
that.
dog or a
that
cat,
sounds fun.
if I see a dog or a cat, I Snapchat him that dog or cat, and everything's cool. Most of the time, most of my Snapchat is Shake and his kids, Lisa and her animals, Jesse and his kid, and our meme chat that you and me have.
Oh, like on Snapchat.
Yeah, our,
That's actually
like
a
our
pretty
group.
good one. Huh?
That's a pretty. It's becoming a pretty like avid part of my day, and I don't like it.
what?
Like I love it, but I hate that it's taking up so much of my time because I'm constantly checking for it. I'm constantly like take a snap, and I'll see that I got a notification. I'm like, oh shit, is it them? And I'm like, oh, it's not them.
Now I have something
That's
to
my
do
sister
though, with the
or whatever the
memes.
fuck.
Your sister's in there, and she never does anything.
She put one like a couple days ago.
But
That was
like,
the only time she's ever done anything.
but like, you know, we're.
She said she was very intimidated by it. She couldn't
Why?
believe. She was like, I can't believe you guys have them in there so often, like so many, constantly. What do you do? Just look at memes? I was like, yeah, that's what happens when you don't just look at The Office. There are other versions of nerds out there, little
Yeah.
sister.
Oh, that's all she watches is The Office.
Bro, that's all she watches. She's like, I haven't talked to her since Netflix took it off, but I'm sure she's devastated. And she probably also has a like Peacock account already, because all she did, when I say all she did was watch The Office, I mean, when I got in the car with her, she's listening to The Office on the car in the car instead of music.
Oh my god.
Like she would just listen to the episodes.
you know what?
She's seen it like
Me
I think
and-
she said she's seen it like 9 times or something already.
Oh, just 9 times.
I don't know, maybe
Bruh.
probably more. That was a while ago, so definitely more.
We need to like have.
Creighton never
she
responds to
has-
text. Jack, preach, brother, preach.
Look, hey.
He never
hear me,
responds to
listen
anything.
me. I'm trying to come up with an idea.
You can say that. I'm having a conversation with our
know,
viewer.
I know, but this is a really good idea. All right, Savannah has this game called Office Trivia. Me and Caroline need to go head to head to see
Okay.
who knows the most.
Good idea. That's such great podcast talk.
I know it was until you just like.
How
made
was
not.
it? That's not gonna happen on the podcast. What are you that's
Why
just
not make
that's
it
just
happen
you and
on the
me having a
podcast?
little side. Because one, my sister will never be on this podcast. I already forbade her.
Why?
No, she
Forbade?
can't. I forbade her.
Don't you mean forbidded?
No, I forbade her.
I feel like forbid is the right.
Forbidden is wrong. It's forbade. I am the
But it's-
provider,
but
and I
it's-
have provided. Provided. You ever see that episode of How I Met Your Mother?
No,
Dude.
but that's like pretty close to.
How old is
Forbade.
Charlie's sister, Copenhagen? Relax. How dare you?
How she's like in her.
Whoa, bro,
Yeah.
relax.
I'm just
Relax.
I'm trying to think. 'Cause she makes.
How
me
about
feel
you just
old.
how about you just relax instead?
She just makes me feel old.
God
Charlie, is
damn,
what I'm
Creighton.
saying.
You guys might be too young for the snap I just sent, but it's hilarious. Oh, what? Oh, let me see.
Who's sent a snap?
Didn't Creighton ghost Charlie like 2 weeks? Bro, he ghosts me every day. He
Because some of us
constantly
aren't
ghosts-
just sitting by our phone waiting to text you back.
It's not about it's not about texting me back when I text. It's about ever texting me back. You will just never respond to me.
Because I'm about to see you anyway. Why would I text you back when I'm literally about to walk into the
Bro,
door?
I texted you one time and said, "Hey, no podcast tomorrow night." And you showed up and I wasn't here. And then you were mad at me for not telling you, and then you checked your text and you were like, "Oh shit." That happened.
that wasn't
that's
like
happened.
over the course of one day.
Yes, it was over the course of 2 days.
No.
Yes, I told you a day.
No.
What
You're
was this, Chris?
exaggerating.
There's no song to explain that. Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
You've over exaggerated.
Not a good idea. That's a good reference. I'm just a bill, a lonely old bill sitting up here on Capitol
21. Got it.
Hill. 21? No. Wait, is she 21 now?
She might be. I don't know. That's why I was asking you.
Holy
without
shit,
asking
she's
you.
21.
See, look how old we are.
God, my sister,
She
my
was,
youngest sister,
She was in
my
ninth grade.
my youngest little
She
sibling.
she was in ninth grade when we were seniors.
Now she can drink legally.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that. I'll never buy beer for her again. I only buy beer for underage. Imagine. You know how many times she asked me to buy beer for her?
How many?
Like, dude, she hated that I was like that. I'm like I'm a square. You know, like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything. She hates that I'm like that, and she would always ask me, be like,
Why didn't she just ask Michael?
I don't know.
Michael would have done it.
Michael
In a
probably would.
heartbeat.
I don't know. Well, I don't know about a heartbeat. Michael doesn't like that she drank either. Michael's still her big brother. Like, what? You think Michael would just?
I just
Why do
feel
you think
like-
Michael
I
would
feel
do
like
that?
he would be more willing than you are, if that makes sense.
I guess.
Like I feel like
You are pretty lame.
Heartbeat might have
But it's
been
an
the wrong
amusing name.
word, but
Thank you.
like definitely, I feel like he could be talked into it.
I don't know. He's pretty like strict about not breaking rules about shit like that. But I don't know. If Creighton gets kidnapped, Charlie would never know. I would definitely know.
No, yeah,
I wait
he
for
would
him every
know.
day. I see him 4 days a
Yeah.
week at least, like
I
a
think
minimum
you got
4 days
the
a
other
week.
way around.
Yeah,
if you got
if
kidnapped,
I got kidnapped, Creighton would come down here. Creighton has sat down here before while I was upstairs, and I'll show up, and I'll come downstairs like at expecting him to text me when he gets here, and he'll just sit here and wait instead of text me that he's here. And like one time we started an hour and a half late because I was like, "Where the fuck is this guy?" Because he never
he
texted me.
texted me too, like, "Where are you?"
And
I
he was like, "I'm here." And I came downstairs. I was like, "How long have you been here?" He was like, "About an hour." I was like, "Bro,
"You sounded busy. There was a lot of knocking around going on."
bro." I was, and what was happening was I was sitting down, having a conversation, waiting on you to text me. Nothing was happening. Animals, cats were walking around. That's what he
That
heard.
was a loud conversation.
It was cats running around. He's
Cats,
he's
the
a
movie.
freak. Are you not entertained? A little bit. Yeah. What?
Did you do the number?
No, not yet. It's episode 143, Creighton. You know what that means, right? It means I love you. Episode 143 means I
143.
love you. The numbers represent the number of letters in each word.
Oh, wait, what?
I love you. I is 1 letter. Love is 4 letters. 3 is... Wait, you is
We
2
should
letters.
save this for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, well, okay, guys, we're going to ignore this episode, and we're not going to stream for an entire month. 1 month to the day.
No, we'll just skip it. We'll do 144 today, and then we'll come back.
No, it's
to
episode 143, Creighton. It's episode 143. Other versions of this include 381, I love you.
Creighton
3
is
words,
what?
8 letters, 1 meaning.
Creighton.
Oh.
Creighton
that's
is
cool.
the blank Michael Scott.
Creighton is the asshole Michael Scott of Food Line. Yeah. Game of hide and seek. I play hide and seek. If we could podcast playing hide and seek,
That'd be fun.
well, I mean, we could play. Well, I could play Gary's Mod hide and seek on stream, but that wouldn't be the same.
What's the weather like today?
Are you trying to rush me through my? Why are you trying to rush me through the?
'Cause
You
I
want
could tell
to?
you
Do you
don't
want
have
to
it
do the
pulled
war
up.
really bad? I do have it pulled up.
Oh, I was about to say.
Oh, look, boom, weather.
Oh.
Boom, I have it
It
pulled up.
seemed like it wasn't pulled up, and that you were giving me shit for not having all my stuff.
I had
up.
all my stuff pulled up. I just closed out the 143, but I already had it up too. I had everything before you even got here. It was all been on this tab.
I can't wait till we get
Or
to,
on these
to
tabs.
343, because then we can just talk about Halo a
Again,
little
yeah.
bit.
343. We got 14. We got 117. 343. Are there any numbers in between for Halo that? It
We
could
could
be-
do like dive into legends and different Spartan numbers, but like nothing that would like be as deep of a conversation. I want a conversation
Where are
where I'm
some-
really penetrating Halo.
Hola,
you know what I
Wilson.
mean?
Well,
Just
yeah,
balls
go
deep
on
into
from now,
Halo.
and the weather in. Wow, the weather in Ashtabula, Ohio. Ashtabula County, Ohio. Ashtabula.
Are you reading that right?
Ashtabula. Ashtabula. Ashtabula.
I think it's like
Ashtabula.
like Ashtabula.
A-
Yeah.
Ashtabula. Ashtabula, I believe. The weather in Ashtabula County, Ohio,
I felt
is
like-
41 degrees Fahrenheit. The precipitation is a whopping 63 degrees, and the humidity is 64 degrees.
Look, put your put the
Welcome.
put the welcome t-shirts off.
Put
Put
what now?
put Ashtabula into Google and like have it read it and see what we get.
Okay.
I just want to hear how. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be wrong either way, but like, it's worth a shot.
Let's see. Ashtabula. Okay, I know that. How do I pronounce it? You fucking.
Does it also have the weather?
How to pronounce Ashtabula? How to pronounce.com. Oh shit. Ashta. Oh, Beulah. Yeah, Ashtabula. Ashtabula.
Does it have one of the robot ladies?
Yeah,
that
it does.
says-
Hold on, let me find it. Oh,
That's always really fun.
loud. Wait. Oh no, I don't want to do it. I want to know how it's doing it. That's not what I wanted. No, go away. That's not what I wanted. I want to know how it's. I
How
want
it's
to hear
made?
Ashtabula.
Oh, there we
Ashtabula.
Ashtabula.
Huh.
Ashtabula.
Yeah, I can
Ashtabula.
say things.
We need that on the soundboard.
Ashtabula. Windy and snowy in Colorado. We are getting ready to sell our house up here. Oh shit,
That's
that's dank.
that's native for lots of fish or mini fish.
Is it actually
It might be.
Ashtabula? Hold on, now I gotta pull that up again.
Now you're gonna look it up. You know what we should do? We should just do Counties of America, a podcast, and like break down every county, like see what it means, what the weather's like there today, what the history of the name of the county is.
I mean, we did that a few times in the beginning, but some of them are just lame. Ashtabula is a city in Ashtabula County, Ohio, United States, in the center of the Ashtabula micropolitan statistical area. It is
What does
located
that
at the
mean?
mouth of the Ashtabula River
River.
on Lake Erie. Okay. One of the Great Lakes. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, now it's just giving me Canada facts. What does Ashtabula mean?
I guess it's like.
I guess someone's name. I'm not looking more into it. It's going to take more
I'm
time.
gonna
I'm gonna
take
be upset.
25% or 1.5 millimeter in your case.
We're not seeing the same colors, Jack, because Copenhagen's orange and you're green.
Copenhagen tax.
I just realized that Copenhagen,
That was a pretty good.
me and Copenhagen are red. What?
Red versus blue. If you're seeing the same
Wha-
color. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that.
Wait, do you see their names like that?
No, I see. I see a weird version of that. Like I got Cosmo and Wanda colors.
I have Copenhagen is orange and Jack is green.
I got Copenhagen.
I think everyone's Twitch chat is different unless you have a set color. Like my color is always like this like pink color
Yeah.
because I have it set that way.
Boy. Is it because you like the pink color?
Well, me and a bunch of the moderators for Nickel a while back would do breast cancer awareness. For breast cancer awareness months, all the mods would change their name to Pink, and then I just never changed it back.
We're coming up on Breast Cancer Awareness Month again.
Yeah, isn't that February?
February.
I think it's February.
Or is it October? It's always
know.
like
I have no
twice a
idea.
year or something like that.
Is it?
Something like that. 'Cause like every time I turn around, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I'm like, damn, like we haven't saved those titties yet.
Shit. Hey, Jack. What? I mean, no, they'll never give us the. They'll never give the.
The real antidote.
Yeah, they'll never put the antidote like out in the world.
Imagine if there was like a like you know how there's a coronavirus. See, look, yours is doing the same thing mine does. It's like it's just loose, constant.
It's the plastic.
The plastic's loose. Hold on.
There we go.
Hold 1 minute. You got it?
Yeah, it's around the plastic. That's why. So what we need to do?
How do you?
What I'm gonna have to do? What I'm gonna have to do off stream is like super glue the plastic to the inside of the gold screw,
Yeah.
and then just use that to tighten it
Just
because
screw it in.
the plastic itself is falling apart just because you keep rotating it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what
Well,
happens.
yours is falling apart too.
It's not falling apart. It's just it's not gonna stay tight on that because that's not what's keeping it tight. It's the gold thing on the inside, but it's not attached to the gold thing anymore. So it just needs to be realigned to that.
Tight as fuck.
Well, yeah, it's not used a lot. The hinges on the fucking bar probably aren't that tight because you can't stop touching it.
It's just in the way.
It's not in the way of anything.
I told you it was going to be in the way. when
Of
you
what?
put
What's it
here.
in the way of?
I can't look at the screen
Yes,
without
you
it being in my
can.
face. I can't sit over here and do my paperwork without it being in your face. In my face, I mean.
Yes, you can. It's not in your face right now.
Really?
It's to your right. And that monitor
I
has
just-
nothing important on it for you.
I just feel like you don't get it, and it's okay. You know. I'm
I
not
get
hol-
it.
I'm
Your
not
problems
holding
are
it
just
against you.
lame.
I'm not holding it against
You're
you.
literally holding it against me. You complain about it every single day.
I come
Every
to
day
this
since we've had
podcast-
these, you complain about it.
I come to these podcasts
I got in
To
a
have
fight last
fun.
night over some dumb shit. Yeah, that checks out.
to have fun and to enjoy my time here with you. And I'm
You
not
what?
Gonna, I'm not going to let this come between us.
You literally have let it come between us.
I love you, Charlie.
You
And I
constantly
want us to
complain
work
about
through
it.
this on our emotional level.
Paperwork scribblings of stylized dicks. That's pretty much all it is. It's invalidating. It's invading Creighton's personal bubble.
Exactly. Thank you.
Fuck his
Sophia
personal
gets
bubble. It's not about his personal bubble.
it. Over
You guys argue over literally everything. Well,
it's
look.
not really much of an argument because I'm not arguing. I told Charlie he can have it, and it's fine.
Of course I can.
Yeah.
It's not up to you though.
It's all right, Charlie. You'll fall asleep eventually.
What? You guys need couples therapy? How dare you? It'd be really funny if we got couples therapy on the podcast. Could you imagine? I'd do it.
Let's do it.
If it was less than $100, I'll pay for a
Let's do
session
it.
right now. If we
Let's
do
do
it
it.
on the podcast
can't-
live.
I don't know what it is about these mugs, but like coffee just keeps coming over the side
It's 'cause you take big sips.
after I get done drinking it. I have to go back and lick it.
I have to go back and lick it.
Do you want
That's let's see where are we at. That's 27:05. Okay.
let's see. Do you want to hear what the what the word of the day is?
Sure, dude. I guess.
It's rogue.
Okay.
This is why I wanted to read it, because the definition is different than what you think it's gonna be.
Okay.
Terminology for one's name without saying their actual name originated in East Palo Alto.
Palo Alto.
Palo Alto. So I'm assuming it's Spanish. And maybe I'm saying it wrong.
Say it again.
Rogue.
No, say the thing again. What is it?
Terminology for one's name without saying their name originated in East Palo Alto.
He's a rogue.
Yeah. So it says sup rogue or quit playing rogue. So it's kind of like you, like, what's up, man? Or
Yeah.
Like,
That is weird. That might be like how people say that guy's a John. In
or
Is
a
that-
Chad.
no, a Chad is like a internet thing. A John is like, look at that John, like he's a like
I know
like
what
I
you're
think
talking about,
that's like a Chicago thing, but I'm not sure.
yeah.
It might be. Like, it says it's from Palo Alto, so I guess it's like just a weird thing.
Yeah.
John Doe.
John Doe.
What's Creighton? Why does Creighton look like a '90s female phys ed teacher on parent-teacher conference night?
that hasn't come out as a lesbian.
Wait.
Oh, early 80s.
Wait, where's it say? Oh,
Yeah.
he looks like yeah. That's a good point. You do look like that.
I guess. I am
yeah.
I am attracted to women, so it does work out, I guess.
That's not how that works.
I am a lesbian.
That's not how that works. To be a lesbian, you have to be a woman.
Says who?
Says the definition of lesbian.
I mean, I can identify as a woman temporarily whenever I'm boning a woman. So that way, by definition, I'm a lesbian.
Okay. I sexually identify as a toaster strudel. I am the toaster strudel. Crouton, you be the best lesbian you can be.
Thank you.
A John is slang for a patron of prostitution. The urban variant would be a mark. Oh, wait. I thought a mark was more like not that. I thought a mark was more like someone you're just keeping tabs on, not like a mark could be someone that's like gonna get hit like by a hitman. A mark could be somebody you're looking for to pickpocket.
Like a target.
Just a target in general. I identify as a turkey. That's a good thing to identify.
Creighton's
as.
gonna get canceled for trivializing his struggles to trans folk.
They really will.
Nah.
Know your environment. I mean, yes. But
no, I'm not going
no.
down that path. I was about to talk about my past experience.
And a mark isn't a target for a pimp, Charlie? What do you mean? I mean, I'm not saying it can't be. I'm just saying I thought you're saying the way you worded it was like it was like a John is slang for a patron of prostitution. The urban variant would be a mark, like saying that that's what it is. But I think it's more like universal than that, right? Like it can definitely be what you're saying, but it's like a bunch of other stuff too. Guys, Copen clearly knows everything. Don't question it. Just roll with it. Wow, yeah. See, more and more I believe you guys are in on something together. You guys are. This is a couple thing.
You guys are in love.
Whether it's a couple or it's your sister.
Prostitution stings in Sacramento in the early 2010s? I didn't think so. Oh shit!
Oh,
I guess
would
Copenhagen
you have got
used to
caught?
do prostitution.
Or
Stings.
he got caught
Or he got
as a
caught.
prostitute.
Well, how would you know the terminology? They wouldn't let him in on
It
that.
could be
kind of
like the guy
information.
from Catch Me If You Can. Once they caught him, he just decided to help him and became a consultant.
Did you know?
And now he Copenhagen was like a fucking baller ass pimp, but then they caught him and now he's like, well, time for the terminology lessons, folks. And he starts helping people.
Did you know Ralph Macchio's in My Cousin Vinny?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
he's like the guy that what?
Is he like the main character in that movie?
He's not the main character. He's the guy that gets blamed that Vinny is like representing in court.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Vinny is played by
That dude from Home Alone.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah, who's
And
hilarious.
who's
And
hilarious.
is still alive.
And is still alive. Yeah. Whoa. I'm so proud of you. And he, why? No one thinks he's dead. The world will.
I thought he was
The world
dead.
will bow down and know when Joe Pesci dies. He's
I-
like one of the most beloved actors
I
of all
thought
time.
he was dead because until earlier today when I saw a video talking about Ralph Macchio and Joe Pesci because they were lovers.
Anyway, Lavas. Wait, were they?
No.
Then why are you what? In the movie, have you ever seen My Cousin Vinny?
No.
In My Cousin Vinny,
It was very
Ralph
it looked
Macchio's
very
character, and I can't remember if Vinny is Ralph Macchio's character's cousin or his friend who he's with's cousin, but it's one of their cousin,
Italian.
and I can't remember the original crime. I think that somebody robs a store
And they get blamed.
and they get blamed for, or someone gets shot during a robbery.
Oh,
Is that what it is?
shit.
Someone might have got
It's
shot.
a pretty serious crime to have stakes for the movie, right?
Something like that, yeah. And they get in trouble for it, so Vinny comes to save him. And
Apparently, it's a really funny movie.
it's funny. It's a good movie too. It's not.
It's
very
like a
funny.
it's a funny with heart movie.
Yeah. I question your Google search, Copenhagen. Wait.
Also, I
Copenhagen
didn't
scares
know,
me. Yeah, he scares all of us.
I didn't know the guy who played Mr. Miyagi was a comedian.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I
I've
mean,
never
Jackie Chan's a comedian in not in America.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
he's everything over there. He's like a perfume model. He's a romantic love song singer, like humongous musician.
really?
Yes, like incredibly famous singer.
Huh.
It's pretty funny. Like to know that he did, to know that the guy from Rush Hour and Shanghai Noon is like that. You know what I mean?
So he's like the Joe Rogan of the Asian
No,
world.
not at all. You're right, Sophie. I don't know much. I'm just some guy. Pay no attention to me. Feel free to
Sophia
speak freely
said-
and without regard.
You thought Jackie Chan died?
Why? Why? He's only like 60
I
something.
guess it's 'cause nobody really talks about him anymore. Not here anyway.
I do. He still makes movies.
We should look. You know what we need to? Well, actually, I think we did talk about him recently.
Yeah, he's only 66.
because we were looking at his IMDb page, and he has like 8 movies coming out in a show or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, he still makes a lot of stuff. He's
we
still
should
constantly making.
rewatch the Jackie Chan
Jackie
animated
Chan.
show,
That show's great.
the Jackie Chan Adventures.
My cousin Vinny, the youths. The what? The Utes. What?
The Utes, the Uts.
The Utes? Fear Factor was a W. Fear Factor was pretty dank.
I never saw-
OG Fear Factor was pretty
I
dank.
never watched Fear Factor.
Kraton.
I watched 1,000 Ways to Die.
Of course you did. You were one of those guys.
What? I mean, I didn't like. I thought
It's
it
the
was funny.
scene in the movie.
What movie?
The youths. The what? The youths.
Oh.
Youths.
He's quoting.
I see.
Yeah.
I just can't remember. It's been a while since I saw it. It was a play on the New York accent. Oh. My cousin Vinny. The youths. The what? The youths. I don't know. I used to watch 1,000 Ways to Die too. Of course you did. Of course the
what
child.
Do you mean, of course.
Of course the
It's
child.
It's a garbage show, but
It's
it's
terrible.
still like good to like have it on in the background.
Fear Factor's good to have on in the background, and it's a good show.
No,
Yeah.
No.
Fear Factor's definitely
I
just
never watched it, so
it's
clearly
exclusively
it was
a background show. It's not anything you have to pay
never good.
attention
It was
to.
clearly never that good if I never watched it as a child, because it would have caught my attention.
You said you've never seen it.
Exactly. I guess
Oh.
I think I saw it coming on and just changed the channel. But I was the same way about The Office for a long time. I thought it was very boring, so I just would change the channel every time it came on. And once Family Guy went off, I was like, "Yep, I'm out of here on TBS."
So you just contradicted yourself.
Yeah. So maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Who knows?
Oh my
I don't
God.
trust Charlie on this.
OMG, Fear Factor didn't fuck around, bro. It did not. Fear Factor was crazy.
You watched the
Do you know what they did on that show?
was
Do you have
it
any
like
idea what that
Karate
show
Warrior?
was?
Ninja Warrior. Have you
That show was
watched
great. I watched the OG one on G4 before it came to
Yeah.
fucking American Ninja Warrior. American Ninja Warrior was whack.
Yeah,
OG
that's not
Ninja Warrior was fucking amazing on G4. Bro, G4 was the coolest channel.
What happened to G4?
It died.
Damn.
It didn't
Just
survive
like the Hub.
television. What?
The Hub was a Hasbro run TV
No idea.
station that had the original Batman the Animated Series on it and Transformers Prime and a couple other original programming. It also
Do you what?
had Batman 66 on from 1 in the morning to 5 in the morning every day.
Do you even know
What?
Do you even know what Fear Factor was? Like what they did?
They did stuff that was scary. I don't.
That's a reasonable guess, I suppose.
What is it about?
It's like a
explain it.
competition show.
Okay.
So you, me, and 10 others, pick a number, I don't know, a bunch of people have to do trials basically, where you get systematically picked off by the trials one at a time. So like say the first trial is whoever can hang from a bar over a pool of sharks the longest without falling in.
Okay.
Like
And who can do it?
and, well, I mean, whoever does gets to go. Whoever the like, say they pick 6, like they cut it in half. If it's 12, the 6 who hold them the longest move to the next round, and the other 6 fall into the sharks and die. Nah, they fall into a bit of water with sharks, but the sharks can't hurt you. But they're sharks, and that's scary. Like they can hurt you, and they could, but they don't because they're good sharks.
Wait, what?
You eat a bunch of crazy shit. They made people eat like bull dicks. The show got canceled when they made them drink horse cum. Yeah. They were like, nope, that's
So it's
that's
like
where we draw the line.
it's kind of
finally.
like Jackass, but with random people.
Yeah, but no, Jackass is like those guys are doing that because they want to. They're not doing it to like win money. Like Fear Factor, I think every episode the winner got like $50,000. Like it was like a reasonable little chunk that you could win.
I mean, would I drink bull cum just for $50,000?
Right? Like sometimes you got to look at it like, okay, I know this is to win $50,000, but would I do this one thing for even that? Like, does it make it worth it?
I feel like if they bumped it up some, I would do it.
One time they had this one episode, I couldn't believe it. They had to eat a camel spider, and
Okay.
it was hold on.
Like it alive or
yes. Hold on.
like could you kill it and then eat it?
I don't know. Let me make sure I'm right on
Like what
camel
are the
spiders.
rules of engagement?
Was it
here?
this thing? Yeah, that looks about right.
I would win that game 100%.
Eating a
You,
camel
like-
spider?
Do you like? Is it for the camel spider or the drinking horse cum?
Oh my god.
Because
So-
like
Dude, they had to eat. So
Sounds like
the
you
way it
just
worked
want
was
to.
the way it worked was like it was a 2-tiered thing. It was teams. It was Team Fear Factor,
yeah.
and it was like it was it was either 3 or 4 teams. And what happened was that everyone was gonna have to do one thing, but like if you went, you had an option. You could eat up to 2 camel spiders alive, and if you for each one that you ate, it like cut off a certain amount of time. And what happened was the first person to go up and do it ate both of them. So it set the precedent for the other 2 teams to basically have to eat 2 to just not have the disadvantage going in. And so everybody ate 2 live and these things are fucking, dude, they're like this big. They're like at least this long, and they're not like a spider where the body's like a skinny like I'm talking like fat.
Chunky.
Like here, hold on, let me show you a camel spider.
Pull one up. Pull one of the bad
Oh
boys
my
up.
God.
I'm gonna pour some more coffee real quick.
Okay, hold on. Fear Factor eats spiders. Let's see. Where were the spiders they ate? Oh my god. Oh. That's not it. Where's the hold on, I'm trying to find the one where they actually Oh, that's not it. Fear Factor eating camel. Eating spider challenge. Let's see, bro. Let's see if they have it on here. Like, if they have stills from it, 'cause these things were huge. Oh my god. That looks like the spider, but I can't. I want it to be like, I want them to hold it for, like, reference. You know what I mean? Like, I want that picture. 'Cause these things, like, Jesus, dude, they're absurd. Okay, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna look up camel spiders 'cause it's not showing up. Okay.
Is
Oh
the
my
video up
god.
anywhere?
It might be,
Wake
but
up,
we couldn't
Mr.
show
West.
it. That's fucking
Mr.
horrific.
West.
No. Excuse me. I would win the wake up, Mr. West, Mr. West, Mr. West, Mr. West. Echo. Okay.
Would y'all watch if I went to Tennessee and filmed my shopping trip to Smoky Mountain Knife Works? Live stream.
Hold on. I'm gonna show them the camel spiders. These are camel spiders. And they're
still,
so that
it
imagine
looks
that
more like an ant.
it's but that's 'cause it's a picture. Like so imagine that, but
No,
it's
I mean in shape.
but
not
it's like 8 inches. It's like 7 or 8 inches long. So that middle part's like a solid 1.5 inch thick,
Ugh.
like wide,
Wait,
and it's
do you have
all
to eat
just
it whole?
you have to eat the entire spider,
Ugh.
legs, everything, face. Gotta eat that spider face. That spider
Did
ass.
it not bite them?
I think they were defanged,
Okay.
but also like if it does bite you, it's not like I don't think it's a poisonous spider. It's just it hurts. but yeah, most of them would eat it like head first.
They would eat it head first?
Most of them. I saw one chick ate it like the ass end first 'cause she didn't want to look at the face when she ate it, and then like they had to like it was rough. It was hard to watch. I remember watching it like, oh my god, like I can't believe like they ate 6 fucking spiders.
No, I
It
don't
was
think I could do
rough,
it.
dude. I don't know if I don't know. I think look, if you show me 50 grand, like
you have to
and
see
then
it?
show me if I see 50 grand in front of me, and then they show me what I have that spider that I have to eat,
So
I'm
you
probably eating a
get
spider.
the spider, or you eat the spider, and then regardless of eating the spider, like you get 50 grand.
I mean, yeah, if that's what it was, I think I could do it.
Yeah.
But like that was eating that spider just gave you an advantage at the next game.
See, no.
So like, see, that's just not that's not enough for me. Like knowing I could still lose, like fucks me. No, granted, they all get paid for being on the show at all, like something. But the winner gets 50 grand on top. So it's like Charlie's interpretation on 7 to 8 inches is very skewed because of personal reasons. I don't know if that's supposed to be a compliment.
I think that's meant to be an insult. Come on, it's Copenhagen.
They're probably in Arizona or Australia. Camel spiders, I think usually
They're in like deserts, aren't they?
I think camel spiders are specifically in Australia, but I don't know for sure, and I don't because I mean they don't film Fear Factor there.
They don't film the.
They don't film Fear,
Fear
Factor
Factor.
there.
I just can't fucking speak tonight. I've been like tripping up on my words all evening.
Probably more like 3 to 4 inches realistically.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
insulting you.
I
for
guess
sure.
those people could be small people, like, but I mean it was like
Thank
huge.
you,
They were like as
Copenhagen.
big as
Yeah.
their like hands. Iraq and Afghanistan. Thank you.
It's a culture.
Wow, I was wrong.
Somewhere in the world that fries tarantulas in either. What? In ether. That's got to be what it is, right?
I don't know.
Well, I
Mhm.
got one watcher. Got to check TTS. Oh, the terms of service. I don't know. We couldn't show knives on here for a while.
Still technically can't. You can't be like, ooh, look, knife, and then
But
like dangle it. Like
what
I
if it's
grabbed a
like-
knife and opened a present one time, and I don't think that like they're gonna come after me for
Yeah, you
that.
did that yesterday.
Yeah.
What if what if that's the point of your stream though? Like to show off these knives, and they'll be like, "Hey, I'm going to buy some. Here's me showing off, like me going to buy them."
I don't
Kind
know.
of like a live blog or a live vlog. I mean,
I have no idea. I don't know how. If you could, I know you could do it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'd be expecting. I'd be expecting spidey senses after eating the spider. That's not how that works.
I'm so curious about what Copenhagen does. 'Cause
I
he's
can't
talked
fly
about-
when I eat chicken.
He's talking about being. He's talked about being in a prostitution sting, and he's clearly been to the Middle East.
Why do you clearly? Because he knows that camel spiders are from Iraq.
No,
He's
he
seen
just
them there.
said.
Yeah, I've seen them there. That's him just trying to fog up who he is. He does that all the time. He said that about
don't
Greenland
know.
one time. He said he went to Greenland. Has he been all these places? Maybe. Do I think he has? No. I'll never believe anything like geographically that he says he's done because it's all meant to like add to the narrative of who he is.
Yes. Also.
Yes. See? Exactly.
I don't know. But see, now that you've said that,
There's
he's
some
gonna
bizarre
say stuff
things.
to throw us off.
Yeah, he always does. He's been doing that.
I don't know, man.
One
I
time he
think
said he was like he said he was Santa or some shit.
there's a little bit of truth to everything.
No.
Maybe he was.
If I say I'm a
maybe-
bird,
maybe he was a mall
there's
Santa.
no truth to me saying
Well, there's
I'm a
gotta be a
bird.
reason why you picked a bird, though. Maybe you've always wanted to fly. There's a nugget of truth somewhere. I'm gonna find it and put together the pieces and figure out who Copenhagen really is.
I think he's Stewart sometimes.
You think he's Stewart?
Sometimes.
I don't think he's Stewart.
I don't know. They're both 28, so they say. I don't know.
The jig is up.
Like just fucking us all over.
But Stewart has a Twitter.
I'm sure he does.
Hmm.
But if I knew it was Stewart, then I would know who Copenhagen is.
Hmm.
He'd have to make a new one. How do you know he's not Santa? Well,
Yeah, how do you know he's not Santa? Have you ever seen him and Santa in the same room together?
Well, you see, my dear boy, Santa doesn't exist. Okay. Wow, Sneaky. Thank you for putting the okay there. That makes me feel better. Fuck you. I love you, though. Thank you. I love you for real. Sneaky. I love you, Sneaky. Get Borderlands 3.
Like just fucking us all over.
Okay? Okay.
Well,
I
I
guess
guess he's
he's-
fucking Jack Reacher.
He's definitely Jack Reacher. If I could be any Tom Cruise character, I think I'd be Jack Reacher. He's my
Aren't
favorite.
they all like the same?
No. Tom
roughly?
Cruise? No. What?
Yeah.
No, none. Barely. Ethan Hunt and Jack Reacher are kind of similar, but Ethan Hunt is way like Jack Reacher's a fucking hardcore motherfucker, and Ethan Hunt's just a badass.
Is Jack Reacher the one that like punched that dude in the face and like broke his whole face before he even began to interrogate him?
Interrogate him?
Yeah. There's like one scene that we watched together where he's just beating the shit out of this dude, and then he hasn't even begun asking him questions yet.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah. It was a Jack Reacher thing because you were, at the time, you were fucking obsessed with Jack Reacher.
I don't think I was ever obsessed with Jack Reacher. I've only seen the movie once.
I think it was right before it came out because we were watching trailers and clips from it.
No, we weren't. I didn't have a computer when that movie came out.
No,
That movie's
it was
6
at
years
Learn
old.
TV.
Jack Reacher? We're talking about a different movie then. It wasn't Jack Reacher.
What's the movie I'm thinking about then? Where he's
I have
like
no
beating
idea.
The shit out of a dude. Like he's
Tom
in an
Cruise?
apartment. Yeah.
In an apartment beating the shit out of somebody.
Yeah. And it's like it's a clip. It was a clip from a movie that was about to come out,
Hold on, let me.
and he's just like,
Who's Tom Cruise? How dare you? Tom Cruise, IMDb. Let me see what he's been doing. So this would have been at Learn TV. So that's
Yeah.
like more than 3 or 4 years
But
ago.
I feel like you did have a computer at the time.
Okay.
Or at the very least some way that we watched YouTube at your house.
Let's
'Cause we
see.
would just hang out at your house.
Mission Impossible Fallout, American Made, The Mummy, Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation, Edge of Tomorrow, Oblivion,
It was in New York.
New York?
Yeah. 'Cause it was something about something coming out of a river.
Huh?
I don't know.
Maybe Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol? Not Night and Day or Valkyrie. Tropic Thunder's too far back.
I forgot he was in Tropic Thunder.
He's great in Tropic Thunder. Hold on. So, okay. We didn't start working on Learn TV until 2014.
Yeah.
So Edge of Tomorrow was
I'm feeling like
2014.
this was like 2016.
Well, the only thing from 2016 is Jack Reacher Never Go Back. But I don't remember in the second Jack Reacher him interrogating anybody.
It may not have been him.
Tomas Cruz.
It
He's a Nicaraguan film actor.
It
I don't think that's true.
It may not have been.
But like actually, who's Tom Cruise? I hate children sometimes.
It may not have been him interrogating somebody. Well, I guess this is just the no. You're thinking about Mandela effect, not butterfly effect. Butterfly effect, we wouldn't be aware of it.
Yeah, I think it was just something else that wasn't Tom Cruise, and you're like misplacing what you remember seeing. 'Cause I don't remember him doing that in any of his
Well, it
more
wasn't
recent
him
movies.
interrogating. I don't think. It
Oh
was
my
just-
God!
Now, the more that I think about it, like bits and pieces are coming back, and he was just beating the shit out of a dude. And
He
it
was?
Yeah.
I
Like
mean, he does that in
there's like
basically
this
all his
scene-
movies.
There's this scene in this hallway where like these, I remember more of it now. Like these guys are going to attack him, and without even a gun, he just like disarms them and beats the shit out of them.
That sounds like Jack Reacher. Are you confusing Jack Reacher with Jack Ryan? I don't think so. Jack Ryan's way too new. Don't at me. I'll raid the cap. Okay. Well, those are words he said. I hate kids too, Charlie. I don't hate. I've heard of him. I just don't know what he does. He's an actor.
He's
One of the he's one of the best actors of all time.
but also he's a cult leader.
Well, not a cult leader. He's
He's in a cult.
he's a high-ranking member of a cult. He's not a cult leader. Their leader's dead. That's why they're technically a religion.
Charlie, this coming from the man who's also in the KKK.
I'm not in the KKK. You can't say it like that. I was watching Two Bears One Cave,
Yeah.
and like just rewatching like the very beginning, like the first few episodes, because in the beginning, like
there was
every episode they were like making fun of Bert being racist.
Yeah.
So like every episode he'd start off and like it would fade from black, and Tom would go like, "Dude, can you just stop saying the N-word?" Anyway, and he was like, "So Bert, what's your thoughts on reparations?" Like he would just bring up everything, like trying to get him like and like mess with him. It was so funny. Charlie is a racist. Charlie is a racist part is my favorite part of the.
Yeah. I think he means bit, but yeah.
Charlie is racist is my favorite part of the podcast.
But I mean, you are though.
He said part too many times, and he missed a comma. Copenhagen, you never fuck up your words. How dare you? What'd you say?
Oh,
What'd you say?
I said, but you are.
I'm not. My favorite is when Charlie can't read. It's not that I. So most of the time that I can't read is me
He's
trying to read what people are fucking up
Did you put,
and trying to say it right.
Did you see what I put in the Discord today about Sophia?
Yeah. Hey, Creighton, how about that blackout? What blackout?
You don't remember the joke from yesterday?
I really don't.
He said there was a blackout last night, but Charlie took care of him.
A blackout?
Yeah, last night, but Charlie took care of him.
Oh. Jesus.
Oh, it's awful. It's so bad.
I do that every time, Jack. It's this guy over here's fault. It's the guy across
My
from me.
favorite.
He drives me crazy, dude. I can't handle it.
Oh, Copenhagen played it off pretty well. He said, "What blackout? Exactly, Charlie. Problem solved."
You guys are terrible.
You're awful. We're just highlighting your personality.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. You wouldn't like me when I'm personnel.
What does highlighter even look like with a black light? Does it glow? Highlighter's got to glow, right?
Creighton,
And I realize this might not be the most pressing issue, but I just want to know, you know?
I had invisible ink pens.
Yeah. Those
And-
glow in blackout, right?
Yes, and that's what they're made for.
Yeah.
That's what black lights are made for. And me and my brother like drew like giant comic strips all over our bedroom walls at the house that burned down. And like we would cut all the lights off and black light and just have like a giant comic strip where we would just have like fucking stick figures fighting, like having just giant war scenes of like stick figures fighting and shit.
That's pretty cool.
It was dope. I missed that wall. I missed that house.
Well, it burned.
It's gone
It's
now.
all gone. It's just an empty lot.
It's just an empty lot. Like you would
It's
think
so
they'd-
scary. Like,
you'd think they'd do something with it.
well, like the landowners over there, they don't want to rebuild or anything.
I don't know. They like it was so the people that we were renting from, it was their like childhood house.
Hmm.
So like I don't know like why they're camping on it, but they still are.
And the pool house is still there because
It's not a pool house. It's another house.
Yeah,
You keep saying pool house. That house has 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, a bathroom, a living room. That's still a house.
it's basically a pool house. Well, there's a house at the end of pool house. Why are you getting so upset?
There's a house at the end of what?
There's a house at the end of pool house. Like the word house is at the end.
Yeah, but it's
of
not a pool house. A
Yeah.
pool house is like a fucking shed with
it was
pool
a
noodles
house,
in it.
though.
No, it wasn't. What are you talking about? That's a building.
It was right next to a pool, so it's a pool house.
Our house was closer to the pool. That's a separate home. That was another home built. It's not a pool house. It was never a pool house.
I don't know. it
That was
seems
never
kinda like a
part of
pool
that
house to
property
me.
as like a dual thing. That is a separate home that was built there.
Pool house isn't. Yeah, exactly. Pool house isn't a shed. It's a house.
Yes, I understand. A pool house is like it's small. It's just a
No,
room.
But pool houses can be nice. Can be like full-sized houses and still be pool houses. I mean, you've seen the pool house at Carly's house. It has a whole ass
That's
garage
That's a room with a garage.
and a bathroom.
Yeah, it's a room and a bathroom.
really nice like paneled floor. You know, that's
It's
a
not
pool
that
house.
really nice. It's a panel floor. It's a wooden. It's not a really nice floor. It's just a
pretty
floor.
nice.
That's a pool house. That is a. It's a garage and a pool house. It's
And
not.
this is a house and another house. So like it's a pool house still.
It's not even kind of a pool house. It's an entire home. That's a. Have you you've never been inside? That's a
No.
home. The house is bigger than it looks. It goes back further than you think. It's a bigger house than you remember. You're not remembering
It's
it right.
It's a pool house though.
No, it's a. I hate you. Oh, in L.A. there are 2-story pool houses. Well, that's different. We're not L.A. over here, okay?
Well,
I know pool
technically-
houses around
Technically
here.
speaking, we are. L.A.
No.
Lancaster.
No, Lancaster. That's not L.A. That's one word. L.A. is Los Angeles. 2 words.
My mom's calls.
A lot of people
Lancaster
call it L.A. because they're idiots. People from here
You
want to
calling
call
my
it.
mom an idiot?
I'm not calling your mom an idiot. I'm saying that your mom was raised with idiots and says the same thing that idiots say. L.A. is not what you should call this place. Pool houses, lobbies. Let's consult the expert, Creighton. It's a good point. It's a good point.
I know I'm an expert about this. I know
Right, that's what
lobbies,
he's saying.
I know pool houses.
You're so.
and I
brilliant.
know the difference in between. All I'm telling you is this.
Hello,
pool house.
hello. Wait. Hello, Hoodie Hamid. Am I saying that right? Hoodie Hamid.
Yeah. Or Humid Hoodie.
Hoodie Hamid. I don't know how to say
Hoodie,
it.
hoodie, or Hood, i.e. Works Bears Hoodie Amid.
Decided to tune in because I saw this on the InFam server. Now I'm interested. Oh, dude. Well, we'll see how
Well,
quick we
look-
can crush that.
Look, let me tell you.
This guy over here is a
We tackle hard-hitting facts.
Right,
About
right.
whether or not houses are pool houses or not.
yeah. This is you're getting some top tier quality content right now. If I do say so myself.
And like sometimes Charlie.
This is horrible.
Charlie
I hate that this is
says
what you're saying for the
racist
first
stuff,
time. No,
and
I
sometimes
don't.
He doesn't.
I don't. I never do. You guys say that I do.
Charlie also didn't realize he was in a cult for a long time.
I'm not in a cult.
And then we were like, "Where's your hood at?" And he was like, "It's at the dry
Hoodie
cleaner right
Hamid. Okay, Hoodie Hamid.
now." Oh, cool. And he was like, "It's at the dry cleaner right now." And we told him that's definitely a cult hood.
I'm not. Charlie is an scary old racist cranky man.
He is, and sometimes he can't.
I might be a scary old racist cranky man. I'm not an scary old racist cranky
and
man.
there we
Sophia,
have Sophia fucking up Charlie's word.
13,
But it's okay.
3-year-old fucking up the thing.
Hoodie Hamid. Hamid.
Hoodie Ham ID. It's
a
a saying.
Persian.
It's a saying.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
Persian last name.
That's cool.
Thank you for following Hamid.
Hamid.
Hamid. Hoodie Hamid.
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 Sorry, my bad.
That's how he pronounces it. Persian.
You're gonna have to like
Is your favorite
Kinda-
Pokemon Persian?
Bear with us. We're
I'm
from
sorry.
South Carolina, so we don't know how to pronounce things so well.
We don't know how to talk too good. They make out at the end of every episode.
We do.
They wish we would.
We make out heavily.
It's not what we do.
Tongue and cheeks and all that kind of shit. And
It's
I'm
not-
not
it's
talking
not
about
true.
face cheeks. I'm talking about, the undercarriage.
Sophia, I'm sorry. Hi, Hoodie. Welcome to hell. Yeah, this is hell. This place is.
Yeah.
Listen, sometimes we have a good podcast. Like this one, though, with this guy, sometimes you just get in the wrong mood. How long have you been a mod for Nick? For a while. Let's not talk about that.
You don't want to talk about
I mean, I don't not want to talk about it, but, like, I don't like being that guy that's like, yeah, I'm moderator for, like, you know what I mean?
it?
I don't like.
Oh, can I talk about it?
I'll talk anything about Nick, but it's in terms of, like, the
Can
streamer.
I, like, let's do this thing where we, like, sum up each other's history, like, as a form of
No.
couples therapy.
No, because
That
you're
way
just
we
gonna
can
talk
better
shit.
understand each other.
No. It's not your bad. You can talk about whatever.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
a mod since like
No, let me do it.
2020. Well, you don't know
I do.
how long
You've
have I
told
been
the
a mod?
story
How long have I
like
been
a
a mod?
bunch of
How long have I've never told it to
Since,
you. You have
like,
no idea how I became.
I
a mod.
remember the story. You got your computer, and the first thing you ever did with your computer was you got on Twitch.
No,
and
that's
then you watched.
he's
this
asking
guy.
how long I've been a mod,
I think
not
it
how
was
long
Tim
I've
the
been
Tap
part of the
Man.
community.
Then
It
you
wasn't. It was
left
not Tim the Tap Man.
After he went off.
I haven't watched Tim
and
the
then
Tap Man.
you watched
This
Nick,
is all wrong.
and you're like,
None
oh
of
my
this
God,
is
this guy's
true.
pretty awesome, and the rest is history. And you suck Nick's dick or something like that. And that's Charlie summed up. I think I did a pretty good job.
Also, he has a micro penis. That part's true. I do have a micro penis. So smart. Wow, Charlie, you're so cool. So smart and handsome. Your dong's massive. Slays his own pussy. It's true. It's true. That's not true, though, what he said. None of that was accurate.
You don't say your own pussy?
No, what you said, you fuck.
You gotta be more specific, Charlie. And not pussy.
Excuse me. Creighton.
Go now. You sum me up. Go ahead. Do
So when we graduated high school, Creighton went through a bout of drug abuse. And when he was done it was mostly heroin, a little coke. The coke was kind of the gateway into the heroin. And when he finished up on the heroin,
it. I thought you were
he
gonna say
went
the
right
gay
to
way.
meth. And then when he was like on meth, that's when he got did some questionable things with some people and some guys in Columbia.
That's messed up.
And then when he came back home, Food Line felt bad for him because he was like out on the streets doing meth with the people that like hang out outside of Food Line doing meth. And they decided to give him a job to try and get him back on his feet. And
Food Line's
they-
a grocery store. By
they
the way.
think that they think he's back on his feet, but really he's just doing meth. Coke and heroin is an odd combination of illicit drugs. I mean, yeah, Creighton's he's an odd combination of human qualities. Like,
I'm
he's a
walking
weird person.
conundrum.
yeah, he's straight up doesn't make any sense of a like he
Wait,
just doesn't.
or is it what? Not conundrum. What's the other one? Contradiction. I'm a walking.
He's a
conundrum.
walking contradiction. Coke and meth or heroin and
Conundrum's a
opiates
problem.
would be more realistic. Yeah, but let's be real. Like, what is going to stay realistic about Creighton?
I'm a mythological being.
Crouton was on the streets licking assholes for change. Yeah, that's a good point.
Actually, I got my asshole licked.
Let's mix a super upper with a mega downer. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. How many times a day do people come in here asking for MFAM unbans? Not as much as you think.
Yeah.
Very rarely. Now, I will say I get Twitch whispered. Like, they don't come in my chat and ask, but like during our streams, I will get whispered a lot. I probably get whispered every other stream.
Really?
Yeah.
About MFAM?
Yeah, people
And
trying to get
unbanned?
unbanned, yeah.
Really?
People who are in the Discord who like are no longer able to talk in chat, like in Twitch, they'll just see that
They'll
I'm
come in
live.
during our stream or your stream?
Our stream, like this stream.
I mean, not
One
your
did it
stream,
earlier.
Nick's stream.
One did it earlier. Here, let me read it.
Yeah, you can cuss.
He
Well,
said,
we don't discriminate here. The only thing we
Oh,
ask
that's
is
the wrong-
like
that's the one from
you
earlier.
not actually say some racist stuff.
I would like to know why I was timed out in chat. Then he said, you can disregard. A mod got back to me. It was not a pleasant interaction, unfortunately. There you go.
He like properly worded it and everything.
Yeah, well, people try everything they can. People are very like formal and nice in their unban requests until you figure out that they just said the N-word 10 times in chat, and you're like, oh no, you're not getting a ban. Like some people say some crazy shit and think it's okay to say. Fuck the rules. We ain't no cops. Well, Copenhagen's literally a cop.
He's just trying to get you to confess.
Creighton
like,
is the guy
crimes.
Eminem was rapping about in Purple Pills. No, Creighton is Stan actually. Creighton is Stan from
Gravity Falls.
the song Stan
Oh,
that
I thought you
Eminem
meant-
does.
oh.
No, you're the crazy.
I could
person.
be Stan from Gravity
Or
Falls.
you're
too.
Stu. You're Stu from the SNL Saturday the SNL Santa bit. That's like the parody of Stan.
Yeah. I could be.
That shit was great.
You know who I've always seen myself as when I get older? Like either Grunkle Stan from Gravity Falls
No.
or like, have you ever watched Community?
Yes, but not really. You'd be like Happy Hogan from Marvel, from MCU.
Who? Oh, I'd be like Happy Hogan.
Yeah, you'd be happy in your old age.
Happy, the one that's like boning, not me.
Yes.
How would I be like him?
You're just very similar. You are like
To
him.
Happy?
Yes, John Favreau.
I don't see it
Of course you would.
like at all.
We never see who we like people think
I mean,
we are.
I just don't believe that though. Like the whole like you don't see who you are. Like I definitely.
Yeah, but you
like-
think you'd be Grunkle Stan, and you're nothing like that person
Huh?
in any way. You're nothing like the Grunkle Stan character in any capacity.
No, well,
You're saying you could see
yeah.
yourself grow old and be like that, and it's just not.
You grow old into being a con man a little bit. Yes.
His kids go to school with me. Wait, actually, John Favreau's kids do? There's no way.
That's pretty cool.
There's no way we just talked about that, and that's true. That'd be cool though. Yeah, that's fucking sick. Are they cool? Are his kids cool? I always wonder if like celebrity kids, like kids
Wonder
who,
if
kids who, same with like Christian Bale. See, I always wonder if, and some other A-list celebs, I always wonder if like the kids of celebrities are like, they're either gonna be really cool or like shitty. You know what I mean?
Or they're just tired of everybody asking, like, what's your dad doing? Or,
Well, yeah,
like,
I don't mean that. I mean like as people. I mean, 'cause like celebrities.
They're somewhat interesting. I don't care what to say. Very out there. Wonder
Yeah.
what out there means.
I see myself as an uglier Helena Bonham Carter when I'm older.
Do you know Lou Diamond Phillips?
Good.
Damn it. Oh, Flint's not here to do the command.
I mean,
Do it. You got to put it in there so that way Hoodie knows.
you can do it.
Oh, you already did it.
You can do it too. It's not the hardest thing in the
I
world.
know, but I like the keyboard's farther away. I'm just gonna be annoying that this because I'm still upset about the mic stand.
Anyway, I've actually only been a mod for like 4.5 years, something like that. I've been sub for 5.5, mod for I was a mod about a year later, something like that. Compared to the rest, nah, but like Conan O'Brien's kids are very chill compared to the rest.
Really?
They seem, his kids, when he had them on his show, seem very like just done with like when you have Conan as a dad, he's a very animated person. I feel like you're probably gonna chill 'cause your dad's so crazy.
Do you think
Until they get older, they might be kind of crazy when they're older,
Do you
but who
think
knows?
if your parent was somebody, if one of your parents were somebody famous, like how do you think that would affect your childhood? Like, do you think
I
it'd
think
be
it's-
different? Do you want to be away from the limelight? Would you never do anything like Twitch, or would it encourage you to do that?
I think it just depends. Some kids' parents keep them pretty well sheltered. Like some people, like Joe Rogan. I don't know. There are very few pictures of his kids on the internet at all.
Really?
He's very good about not letting people see his. He doesn't like people seeing his kids. Like the only people that really see them are like tabloids and shit. But he doesn't. They have no social media presence. They have no. I don't think he ever says their names.
Oh, really?
Like he's
Like,
very.
he's very protective.
he's
so that way
very
they can have their
protective.
own
Yeah,
self-
his wife
Well, how
too.
old are they?
They're very young. Well, he has one that's our age. He has one that's 23 or 24. But then he has two who are like 8 and 10 now.
I can't believe. Like, I didn't know he was married and had kids and stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause like,
Been
you
married a
talk
couple
about
times.
him doing shit all the time. It's like a lot of shit. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Not like just not doing jack shit. And I can't imagine how hard it must be to balance that with like trying to be like a family guy too.
Well, he's lucky with like. Now he's in Texas, but in LA, he talked about that a lot. People could never understand. He was like, "How do you have time to like be with your kids all the time and do these 3 crazy jobs?" He's like, "Well, UFC, I can basically study for at home. I can watch every fight that am not a part of at home. I can rewatch them there. I can study up on it there. So that's no issue. I only have to actually go to fights, 10 or 12 times a year. Like once or twice a month at the most. So that's not really an issue. That's, one day. Comedy, I go on tour, but most of the time my tours are Fridays through a Sunday. So like I'm home all week, and then I fly back in on Mondays. So I'm home most of the week, And then whenever I'm like going and practicing, like whenever I'm going and like doing sets at the Comedy Store, you know, I'm in LA. So I mean it's right here. I can get the kids in bed by 8 or 9 p.m., go to a set, get home by like 3, go to sleep, wake up, go to the gym, and I'm good. You know, everything's good there. And then he was like and then he said, and the podcast is here. I mean, I live right down the road from my home, so like I'm constantly
he
home.
does a podcast right down the road from his
Yeah, or like I think not anymore. Now he's in Texas,
Yeah.
and in Texas I think it's straight up at his house or something. But I don't know.
Like
I think it's like really
weird
close to his
bunker
house.
podcast.
Yeah, but it's like part of or near his house, like really close.
So is it actually underground? Like
I don't think so, no.
Okay,
But
It's
I have
just
no
made
idea.
to look like that.
Yeah, I have no clue though. I mean, obviously, but he's very balanced about all the stuff that he does. I mean, I think when it comes to parenting, like neither of us are parents yet, so we don't really know. But like, I think it's just
I'm like kind of, but not really.
yeah, not really.
Not
I'd say
really.
more not really than kind of.
Yeah, but I mean, it's definitely like more lately than it has been in the past, if that makes sense.
I guess.
And it's definitely one of those things that's gonna like grow into more of a thing.
I used to see Chris Martin and Gwyneth Paltrow at my swim meets. Joe is something else. He's great. He seems pretty cool. The podcast with Kanye. I only saw the first like 2 hours so far, and it was pretty great. But then I'd have you on camera taking part in. Okay, well there you go. Those are words I don't want to say. Jesus, Copenhagen, please. He's 16. Got your ass.
Yeah. Hey, so
Jesus Christ. I don't know.
With the Kanye thing.
Hold on, real fast.
Okay.
I think that again, this all went back to like, I think good parents are good parents. Like bad parents are bad parents. It doesn't matter if you're famous. You can still be a good or bad parent. Like there are great parents who aren't famous, and there are great parents that are, and they're probably great kids. I mean, there's some kid actors who have never made any crazy mistakes.
Would it make you want to do something like Twitch? Just
Do I think it would?
yeah, or do you think it would detract from that because
I
of
think
seeing
that-
your parent in the limelight all the time?
I think that's case by case, 'cause there are kids who have famous parents who aren't famous, and there are kids who have famous parents who get even more famous than their parents. You know, like some people it's just who they are. Some people are performers, some people are extroverted, some people aren't. I think I was always meant to like say shit. Like I was always meant to like talk like as soon as I did stand up,
You were like, I want to do this.
I realized it was that first night when I got up in front of all those people and realized like, oh, I don't just have the balls to like get up and do this, because that's what the biggest step, like the biggest hurdle is like, can I get up in front of a bunch of people and do this?
And can you take like?
And can I take the criticism?
and
Like, can I
you
take the like
what's the word?
bombing?
Yes.
Can I take the bombing?
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I went up and did it and got laughs, I knew I wanted to do it forever. And as soon as I went up there and got like bombed really hard, I knew, okay, I definitely want to do this forever, because I never want that to happen like it just happened. I want to get better at doing shit like
I
this.
remember us going to that club, because this is like, I think I went with you guys
The Couture
maybe
Lounge.
twice,
Yeah.
and like, it
I
just
bombed.
wasn't. Yeah.
I bombed hard that second
Yeah.
night. That was when you were there.
yeah.
That one was rough. But then I did good again a bunch
Did you
of
ever
times.
go back to the Couture Lounge?
No, not there. We couldn't. It wasn't open a lot.
Yeah.
We went back to the other place a few times, but eventually got to where it was like too far. Like if I ever do that again, we have to live there. We have to live in Charlotte or like a city. We have to live somewhere where it's like accessible.
We were like,
We live too far away.
we were like the outsiders of that club.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
It was
We were
like-
the youngest ones by a mile. That was 3 years ago now, 4 years ago now.
I was like 19 at the time,
There we go.
so like yeah, about 3 or 4 years ago. So with the whole Kanye thing, like, are him and Kim actually getting divorced?
I don't know. I don't care.
You don't pay,
I don't pay attention to
Do you
stuff
think
like that.
him and Jeffree Star hooked up?
I don't even know what that means. I don't even
Jeffree,
know-
like there's this whole thing going around that him and Jeffree Star, the YouTuber, like fucked, and like there's apparently a lot of evidence suggesting that they did. Apparently,
I
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
I haven't looked into any of it.
Nah, but what's more interesting than the celebrities are the super rich people that aren't actors. Like, there are billionaires around my community that nobody knows of. I actually know a couple billionaires. It is weird. It is weird to see, 'cause like the one of the few that I've met
Kim K
is
and Van Jones.
like I've met a guy, I can't say his name, but I've met a billionaire who, like, if you saw him like at like in town, and he just walks around, you would not think he's a billionaire. Like no one would know. And like he looks like he almost low key. He looks more like closer to like a homeless person than he does like a normal person, let alone a billionaire. Like it's crazy. Like the people that can just be in your communities that are as rich as they are, because it's.
Does he like invest or something?
Hey
or
Austin. No, I can't. I mean, I don't.
I mean, I'm not trying to I'm trying to ask without asking, if that makes sense.
I mean, he might invest, but I don't know if
Yeah,
he
'cause
does.
I know
I don't know what it is.
obviously you don't want to give away who it is or what he does to make his money. I just was curious about the type of stuff he does.
Adam Sandler has been to my house, and he legit only wears basketball shorts and t-shirts. Yeah, that seems
makes
accurate because he does.
I've never seen him in anything else.
He even wears that shit to like late night shows like Jimmy Fallon or Conan O'Brien or like even his specials. Like everything he does, he's in like basketball shorts and.
I mean, to
and a
be
t-shirt.
fair, when you've made like that, when you've been that successful, I would just dress however I want to dress anyway.
Yeah, for sure. I
I
mean,
bet he saves like a fuck ton on clothes though.
I don't think it matters.
I know.
Like I like dressing nice because I like dressing nice. He just likes being. He just likes
There's
to
like
not.
super large Sprinter van. What's that? A Sprinter van?
Sprinter vans are like the ones that
The ones you can live in?
I mean, I guess you could, but that's not like what it's for. Sprinter vans are usually like they're like what people who deliver packages in that aren't like FedEx or anything like that. It's like
Oh,
those
yeah,
vans. They're like square on the back, but the
Yeah.
front is like normal. It's like that. So it's like 8 to 10 people. Oh damn! So it's like a souped out Sprinter van.
To be fair, that's probably what I would want to drive too. Like something.
You can view him in public. He's like a fucking polar bear or something. You talking about the billionaire dude? No, I don't mean you can like if I meant like if you see him, like
Yeah.
because you can see him and like
He just wanders about town.
It's like the bus that used to pick you up in middle school, Creighton. Yeah. That's
I
a
didn't
short
ride
kid.
a bus.
It's
in
a
middle
short
school.
kid bus joke.
A short bus joke, you mean? Not a short kid bus
Did I say
joke.
short kid bus
Yeah.
joke? That sounds like what I said. Nick question. Okay, does he follow you on yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Billionaires? Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a few. Austin, there are billionaires everywhere. There are more billionaires than you think.
Yeah.
There are a few
To be
here.
fair, if I was a billionaire, I would want to come to a place like this. Nobody would notice,
Well, they definitely
I mean,
notice.
they would.
You'd
but
have
they
to be
wouldn't.
very
You know what I
quiet
mean?
about it.
Yeah.
Because as soon as someone notices, everyone's going to know.
Well, it's just like I don't know.
Concealed concepts.
I don't know if
21
you know
on
anything
HTML.
about this,
Good
but
luck.
my mom told me about this time back in like the 70s or 80s where there was like this guy who moved up here that was probably definitely part of like a mob in New York or something and was just
Mhm.
running shit like out of a farmhouse. And then like one night he was just gone. Like their whole family packed up and left
Damn.
right before the police came and raided the place.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't say that. Remind me after the podcast to tell you about the house that my dad lived in. I gotta
Okay.
I gotta tell you something.
I got you.
Does Nick ever tune? I doubt it. I doubt he's ever in here.
Where the fuck they probably out in Buford or something like
The
that. Someplace with,
billionaires?
yeah, someplace with like a lot of privacy,
I mean, yeah, probably.
like out in the country.
I don't know.
Country.
I
We're
know-
in
I know
Forest
one.
Hills 'cause these houses are deceptively big.
Well, yeah, but Forest Hills is like known as the place where like
Yeah.
rich people live, so I feel like no, but maybe. I mean, there's definitely a bunch of millionaires living over here, like a whole bunch of millionaires. Like every other house is probably owned by a millionaire, like legit. Like I would guess something like that.
What's the required age to carry a concealed weapon in North Carolina? Asking for a friend.
Jack, get on it.
I know this actually 'cause I learned it from my
Okay.
concealed carry class. I think it's 21 for a pistol.
Right, but
and
Forest
then
Hills is like rich. Yeah, but not. There are a lot of people that live here that aren't rich. I promise you.
It's 21 for a handgun and 18 for a rifle or a shotgun. I bet. I'm betting. I wouldn't know Copenhagen. I live in
All right,
South-
I'm a dip. This was actually super enjoyable. I like the podcast format. I'll be watching more and more. Okay, cool, man.
Cool.
Thank you for being
Normally
in
we
here,
start
Hamid.
earlier than this, roughly.
Yeah, well, usually we start around 11:30 to midnight,
And we're
but
all on Monday through Thursday.
Monday through Thursday, and sometimes during the day. But that's another podcast.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know Copenhagen. I live in South Carolina. But now people that are just but now people are.
Move
I
there,
mean,
try-
sure, but I think
Really?
that's just people, like people you know might have done that, but that's not nearly as
Well, it
many.
also
as you think.
depends on what section of Forest Hills, because
Yeah.
there's definitely sections that are way like
I know some really rich people that live in some pretty poor parts of Lancaster, and I know some pretty poor people that live in pretty rich parts of Lancaster.
yeah.
It's really all about who you know and where you're living.
Mm.
Like, 'cause every rich neighborhood has a poor house, or 5 or 20.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of poor people who live here.
And then you have my neighborhood, which is just all over the place.
Yeah, it's whatever you want it to be if you're not a bitch. What?
He's talking about the age thing for the gun. See, this is what I'm talking about. You get distracted. You don't know what he's talking about. The age thing for the gun that Copenhagen asked.
I guess. I know, Creighton.
Come on, Charlie.
That's not what I'm saying.
You
What
just-
to?
you're
I'm
not
saying
paying
what 'cause like that's not. Never mind. I hate you.
You don't get it. I understand. I got my finger on the pulse of these people.
Mm-hmm.
Each
Do
and
you?
every one of them.
Do you?
And in some of them. You ever been inside a pulse, Charlie?
Anyway, I hate you.
You know what looks really painful, and I hate it every time I see it in a movie?
What?
Have you ever watched Divergent? No. Okay. Do you care about spoilers from the movie? There's this one part where the main character gets like shot in the shoulder, and like the bad guy sticks her finger like right in the hole, and like, and I'm not mean just sticks finger in and out. I mean like sticks in there and like digs around, and it's like you can see it. It's one of the well done effects in that movie. Every time I see that in a movie or something like that in a movie where there's like fighting somebody and they reach for that hole, I'm like, it just looks awful.
Yeah.
And I just like, I can't even begin to imagine number one, what that feels like for the person reaching in there, and number two, like what that feels like for the person having it done to, because that's just like,
I mean,
is Hal the guy that owns Krinko?
well,
Yeah.
Krinko doesn't exist anymore.
But
It's
he's-
like, what's it called now? The
Scotchman?
Scotchman?
Well, there's still Krinko, the propane company.
Oh, okay. See, when I think Krinko, I think about the old Krinko store.
It was all Krinko though. Like all that was like him, like the propane and the gas station.
Yeah, I don't know that one. So I don't even know that guy. I rarely get involved directly in the state or district court. Ah.
Rarely though.
Can we switch gears to Charlie's closeted racism? Come on, dude.
Well, don't forget he's also a closet homosexual.
Right.
I forgot to tell Hoodie about that. Damn it.
I think, you know what? Never mind.
He denies he denies his feelings from
Who?
me all the time.
Me?
On air, yes.
Yeah. It's not.
But off air, I mean, we're basically like, nonstop
Mm-hmm.
fucking every night.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, family members that watch this.
There's no break in the libido.
My libido is pretty strong. Charlie, the closeted racist dick rider.
This sounds like an outlaw name,
Doesn't it? I remember watching. Have you ever seen? What is it? Boondock Saints.
No.
Dude, there's a scene in that. Bro, it's fucked up. The character Willem Dafoe plays a detective
Yeah.
who's hunting down the main characters, and his character is gay, and he it's such a you're like, whoa, what, when you're watching it.
Yeah.
He has sex with this dude, and then as they're finishing up, I forget what he says, what the other dude says, but he says something, and Willem Dafoe's character says, "No, you," and then calls him the
the F word?
the F word, and you're like, wait, why? What? I can't remember this. It's been a while, but that's a good movie.
It's not gay if you say no homo after.
That's not what that means.
I feel like that's
you
the
haven't
rules
seen that
he's
movie?
going
That
by.
seems like a movie you would see.
You've told me that I should watch it before.
Isn't that Guy Ritchie? Didn't Guy Ritchie make
Oh.
Boondock Saints? Hold on.
Maybe I have seen it. Hold on. Let me type it in.
1999.
Oh, you know what? Who has seen it? Carly.
No, Troy Duffy. Why was I
Carly's
thinking that's a Guy Ritchie movie?
Carly's wanted me to watch it many, many times.
Creighton hasn't seen Boondock Saints? The dick that tamed the West.
This is the second podcast in a row or really third podcast in a row that we talked about Willem Dafoe.
Is it?
Yeah,
Have we done it all 3 days this
I
week?
think so. Like it's just been an overarching theme for this past week is Willem Dafoe and what he's up to. Which we didn't talk about what he's up to, just like his past movies.
Yeah.
Like
That's true.
in movies that are 20 years old. Man, that was
Mhm.
right before Spider-Man, huh? Boondock Saints.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's crazy that Spider-Man was like fucking 20 years ago now.
21 years ago now.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah. I was watching a video about it the other day, and it's like, I don't know if it's us getting older or things looking better, but like that movie looks so much older than it did. You know what I mean?
You
Like
mean what?
I hadn't seen Spider-Man, like the very first Spider-Man, any clips from it in a long time. And I just happened to stumble across this review for it. I was like, oh, I want to see what these guys think about it. And they were showing clips of that movie, and it looks so much older than it actually, like, so much older to me.
I
than
guess
it
I
did
just
the last
watched
time I've
it.
seen
I guess I've seen it more often than I think, and I just always see it as
And-
the same.
And I think what it is like, you know how like in the 80s or like in the 70s people were like, man, Jaws looks amazing. But like the better things have gotten, they're like, wow. Like it's like with video game graphics. Because we're seeing better graphics, older graphics look like bad even though they're not necessarily bad.
Yeah.
Like we had this conversation yesterday off the podcast, I think, about older games. But or maybe it was on the podcast, I don't remember. But it's kind of like that same rule of thumb. It's like it's getting to where it looks old, and it's making me feel old. I guess because of how well things look now. Like, if you put up that Spider-Man movie against Avengers Infinity War, a movie that's already approaching 4 years old, I mean, there's just no competition. That movie looks fucking amazing.
Which movie's approaching 4 years old?
Infinity War
It's approaching 3 years old.
came out in 2017.
Came out in 2018.
Did it? I thought
2018,
it was
2019.
2017.
Endgame was end of
Are
2019.
you sure?
Yes.
No.
I went and saw Endgame in theater. That was before COVID.
No,
that was
we were-
2019.
No, we were friends at the end of 2019.
Endgame. Are you saying Endgame came out in 2018?
I think so. I might be wrong about that, but
No,
like,
because we didn't see.
we didn't go see Endgame together at all.
Yeah, I know, because we weren't.
Yeah.
End of 2019. It's 2021.
I know. I've been thinking about this a lot, but we're coming up on 2 years that we've been doing this.
No, we're coming. We just passed
Oh, no,
1 year
but
a month and a half ago.
I mean, like, this year will be 2 years that we've done it, right? This year,
at the
2021.
end, yeah, but
Yeah.
at the end of this year. I mean, we
I know,
we
but,
just
like,
passed.
We're at like a weird.
We've only been friends
on.
again for like
Well,
a
I'm
year
just
and
gonna, I'm
a
just
couple
gonna
of months.
Google it.
Yeah, Google the two things. We always argue about shit that we can Google.
Okay, so Infinity War's 2018,
And then-
Endgame's 2019.
Yeah.
So we weren't friends.
Until after Endgame 2019.
Yes, yeah.
It was
So
it was the end of
it
the year of
felt like,
2019.
though, that was a solid year between that, though, you know? Because I remember
Wow.
going to go see
I remember one of the things we talked about the most right
Maybe it's just
away
'cause
was Endgame.
Maybe it's just because so much happened in between.
We had a very big falling out for a
Yeah.
few years of our life, Copenhagen, where we were not on speaking terms, and it was all Creighton's fault.
It wasn't like even years. It was more like 18 months or something like that.
It was a little longer than that. It was almost 2 years.
Yeah, almost.
It was a minute.
Yeah.
Creighton was the devil.
Charlie was the devil. That's a
No.
story
Let's
for a
dive
different
into
time.
this. No, not tonight. Maybe on like a if we
We need more time to pass.
no, I don't care about that. Like we need other people here. We can't sit here and tell the two sides of the story that are our sides. We need other people to
Yeah.
talk about it. We need to bring like a
I was more in the wrong than most people, but like
you what? Hold on. Don't even kind of try and put anyone else in the wrong except maybe and I mean to the barest minimum, Bethany. And really,
well,
not her
I
at
wasn't
all.
even talking about Bethany.
Who are you talking about? Oh, well that person doesn't even
Okay.
that's someone we
So
don't
we're
even
not
we don't
gonna-
even discuss
That's
that
not going
part.
to be part of the conversation.
I mean, that'll be part of the conversation, but we won't have to say any
Okay.
names to do that.
Okay, but that's what I meant by that.
Okay, good. I was about to say, yeah, don't even try and
No, I wasn't trying to put it off on you guys.
you made a lot of bad decisions
Yes, I did.
and lied about a lot of things.
Yes. Yes.
And now Copenhagen's really interested.
It was a love triangle with three men. Honestly, that would have been better.
That would have been way funnier.
Actually, he's not very far off.
yeah,
either.
he's actually it's that's kind of what happened. And not with me. Hold on. Not with me. It was someone else, but yeah, that is kind of what ended up happening.
in a weird
Whoa,
way.
weirdly kind of
Oh, yeah.
The way
Like the more you think about
yeah,
it, the more
that's
you're
kind of funny. It'll scary, right? It'll be a really funny story one
like,
day, like that we tell. We'll make sure you're here if we decide to do it.
yeah.
Like, well, I say we make sure. Like, if you give me your number or Twitter or something, I can
Right.
contact
How are we
you
gonna
on.
make sure? If you
Yeah, I won't be able to make
don't
sure. We'll just have to
any
hope
way
he's here, I
reach you?
guess.
Well,
We'll have to just tell him to refer to the YouTube.
or just show up to every podcast. Any time of day, keep that thing like on a what's it like a loud notification, where
Yeah.
it sets off all your alarms.
That's what we're gonna have to do.
Hook you up to your Amber Alert somehow whenever we go live.
Charlie, I gave you my address many times. No, you didn't.
He's talking about the one at Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah, you gave me those many times.
I mean, that is if that's his address.
I doubt
What
he
if
even lives in North
Copenhagen-
Dakota.
What if Copenhagen's Donald Trump? Imagine that.
I mean, he probably has time to watch this. He's not doing anything else.
No, he's not on Twitter.
Not just that. I mean, he always seemed to have time for his television.
I had a question, by the way.
What?
Like, you said Google banned him. Like, when
I don't know what
we
that
don't
means.
know what that means.
I don't. I mean, I'm sure someone does.
Like-
Someone has to.
Does that mean? I was thinking-
Amazon and Google pulled support from Parler. Now Parler's just offline.
I
Parler going offline.
I don't know how that would work for Trump though, because it's like
What do you mean?
banning him off of Google. Like
He
does that
can
mean
go
he
on all
can't
those
use
apps.
it?
He can go on all of those apps. He just can't be publicly himself. You understand?
Sort of, yeah.
If I was a verified account and I said everybody go attack Creighton, that's inciting violence.
Yeah.
And Twitter would probably ban my account. Does that mean I can't get on Twitter? No. It means that I can't get on Twitter.
Yeah.
I can get a phone and make a Twitter account and be on Twitter again.
So do you think
No
that's
one
what
can
he's
stop
done?
you from doing
like
that.
He's underground right now.
Definitely. What?
Well,
100%.
The other question I had is like, how does that work with Google? Does that mean
I have
he
no
can't
idea.
search for
I
stuff?
still, no. How? Explain to me how anyone
They
could
took
stop
Google
you from
off
searching.
his computer, and he's like a billionaire years
not
old,
how
so he
that-
doesn't know how to get it back.
That's not how that works.
And they just put Bing on there,
It's not how that works.
and he can't just Google.
You
he
can't ban
just-
someone from using public access.
Do you remember when Bing released their search result history?
The only way
And
he's
a
going
lot
to be
of it was
banned
just-
from using Google is if he goes to jail. And even there, they have Google. They have iPads and shit you can use now in prison.
Do you remember when Bing released like its search thing, like and the most searched thing was Google?
Yeah.
That was I love that.
I mean, it went from that to YouTube and Netflix like overnight though. As soon as those were available,
yeah.
like Netflix takes up half of the web's like search engines.
Really?
I think I think it's like. Hold on, let me look it up.
Well, nobody types in addresses anymore. You know.
Well, that's not what it's about. There's still a URL when you're clicking things. Dude, figure out your Netflix stuff.
I texted my mom, and she said that's right. She doesn't know what you're doing wrong.
Oh my god! Before you leave, we're doing it. What was I gonna go? Oh yeah. What is used the most on the internet?
I
What
bet.
what uses the most data? Okay. The apps that use the most data typically are the apps that you see the most. Of course, really?
Really? That's crazy.
For a lot of people, that's Facebook, Instagram, Netflix, Snapchat, Spotify, Twitter, and YouTube.
I bet it's.
If you use any of these apps daily, change these settings to reduce how much data they use. I use everything there except Spotify. And I have a Spotify, I just don't use it.
You don't use it for Joe Rogan anymore?
Not really. I don't do anything. The world is still too shut down around here for me to go. I don't go to the gym like I want to. Like,
I think I'm gonna start going to the gym again.
I'm very close.
I'm probably what I might do is go I might start next week.
I'm probably gonna wait until we I'm probably gonna wait to really focus on it again until we get a place, because I can't keep eating the way I eat and go to the gym. It's just gonna be counterintuitive.
By the way,
I need to eat right first.
The next time I'm off, I think I'm helping Kristen move, but on one of those
Is
days.
she moving?
She got a new house and everything.
Really?
She didn't buy it. I mean, she was renting. but-
Yeah. Damn.
Well, you know that whole
Yeah,
situation.
no,
she
yeah,
had
yeah,
to get out of there.
Yeah. Can I train with y'all so I'm ready to fight my way up the food chain?
Jack, you can't go to the gym yet. You got to be 18. to
Yeah,
go.
you just be 18 to go to the gym. You crazy. You're not
And
even. You're not
Ryle-
allowed inside the
Fucking
gym.
Rylan went in, and he's 16. So
Who?
he's this guy we work with, the same age as Jack, but he was let in by somebody who was over age or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Jack looks older than 16. Like he looks
Yeah.
like he could be 19 or 20.
Rylan
Like if
doesn't.
we walked in, all we'd have to do really is write his name and do the $5
Yeah.
thing, and they probably wouldn't even do anything. The only problem is if he got injured, he could sue the place, and they'd be liable because they let him in.
Yeah. So don't sue the place, Jack.
You can
Don't
go to
get
a
injured.
McDonald's play place. That's a good point.
Ah, there we go. Squeeze
go-
you all up in there.
Yeah, just go run around the play place 20 times.
Imagine
Boom.
Jack trying to go down
there.
the tube slide. He just
He'd,
got
get, he'd
stuck.
definitely get stuck.
But like at the top, he's got kids just trying to force him down.
Did you ever go to Hickory Dickory Dock before it closed?
No.
Hickory Dickory Dock was
Where's
like
that at?
it was here in Lancaster somewhere. It's no longer there, but it was a it was kind of like have you ever been to Frankie's Fun Park in
No.
Columbia?
Is it like with the blow up rides and stuff or something? Or
No, it was like a McDonald's play place but for adults.
What?
It was giant. It was like, so imagine this house where the entire square footage of the home itself, like the walls like going
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
is just one giant play place.
And we had one of those.
We had one here in Lancaster. It's called Hickory Dickory Dock. So what it was an indoor park, basically. It was one of those that was about as big as this house, and then that was like a
When
third
did
of
it
the room.
close?
It's been a while.
Damn.
But it was like, so that was like a third of the building, was like a big giant jungle gym style play place thing.
And
There was mini golf, there was rock climbing walls, there was like an open bar. It was baller, bro. It was a fucking cool
And
building.
why did it close?
I don't remember. I want to say like it went out of business.
It seems
Like
like
it-
a place like that would just like the only thing that's like making you fail is like a lack of advertising.
Maybe.
We're talking pre-COVID times, obviously. but
Yes, I mean this
like,
is
yeah.
long. This closed probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, it's been closed for a while. I would guess the only thing is like maybe because of where we live, there just weren't a lot of people that were going.
Hickory Dickory Dock and Freddy's Funland. What fucking cartoon do you guys live in?
Frankie's Fun Park. Frankie's Fun Park. It's
Yeah,
it's,
get
it's
it right,
like
Copenhagen. It'll
Frankie's
fuck
Fun
you
Park.
up.
Frankie's Fun Park is like it's kind of like a Six Flags or a Carowinds, but like a smaller one. It's like just the rides that aren't like giant roller coasters.
Yeah.
They
Were you at
had-
them all with me the other day.
No.
No, I'm thinking about Parker.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, whenever we went to the mall, there was like, you know how they have like the little play area. That's what that made me think of. Whenever you
No,
said-
it's nothing like that.
I
It's
mean,
like
it's nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Frankie's Fun Park was like go karts. The what's the drop ride?
I know what you're
Dro-
talking about.
drops you from
Drop
high up.
tower.
Drop tower
Mm-hmm.
drops you from high up really fast. It had what else? It had stuff like that. It had oh sorry, Frankie's Fun Park, not Frankie's Funland. You said Freddy's Funland. Stop changing it. My apologies to Lord Freddy of House Fun Park. Look, you're fucking it up in the same sentence. Freddy never invites me to shit, asshole. You're 16.
Yeah, we can't.
We don't
invite
want
you
we don't
anywhere.
want to hang out with you anywhere
Well,
we
it's
go.
not that I don't want to.
I don't want to hang
You're
out with a
16.
16-year-old at a bar.
I-
Like half the
yeah.
places we
You
go,
can't get
everybody's
into.
drinking. Yeah, you can't go most of the places we go.
Not yet, Jack. When you turn 18, we'll hang out. I promise.
18, he can't drink, you fool.
At least he can like drive us home, though.
That's a
That'd
good
be
point.
DD.
Yeah, he could do that.
At 18, I feel comfortable like he's making that decision to drive us home if he wants to.
Yeah.
No drinking, Jack, if you go.
Whenever I went and filmed the Smoking Rocks, the band,
Yeah.
uh,
Oh, you talking about over here?
yeah,
Like behind-
whenever I went
behind
and
the
filmed them, yeah, when I went and filmed them in Asheville,
gym?
like the place when they let me in, they had to put two big giant like super thick black marker X's on my hands.
Yeah.
Like to say, like basically saying like don't let him drink.
Oh, they did that for us. Whenever, who was I with? We went to the pier at Garden City, and they were having a big ass like party at the very end of the pier, and I took my stepbrother, Savannah's sister, and Savannah out there, and we all went out there, and they put X's on my stepbrother's hand and my and
Savannah's
her-
sister's
yeah.
hand.
But we were allowed to go out there. We didn't even have to pay to go or in or anything. It was like really cool, and like I kind of wish that like we hadn't gone.
Why?
Well, that they hadn't gone, so I could just hang out and drank some instead of having to be
Oh,
responsible for
so
kids.
you couldn't drink either?
I didn't want to drink because I was being responsible for children.
Oh.
Whenever I got kids around me, I really try not to drink if I'm the one in charge of them. Let
Give
me
him a Mountain Dew and a bag of Cheetos.
Did
We will be back in 2 hours.
did I tell you about what happened?
2 hours. What happened, Creighton?
Like, so
how will I know if you told me?
no. Well, I don't know if I told you about what happened at the other pier that I went to
I have no
the
idea.
day that me and Kristen were leaving.
Even if you did, I don't know.
So let me tell you, it's not like a super amazing story, but
We'll
I
wrap
think
the
it's kinda
podcast
cool.
up on this.
So we were walking to the end of the pier with Kristen and Kira, right, in the morning at Springmaid. We walk all the way to the end of the pier, and I look over, and there's just been this shark apparently swimming under us the whole time, like at the same pace we were walking, and it swims out as I was like looking over, because I said something about like, do you want to hold Kira like up so she can kind of like see over the rail some, and she like Kristen was like nope, and that's why, and there was like this shark just swimming, and I was like I mean like
I got bit by a shark when I was a baby.
You did?
By baby, I mean like when I was like 6 or
How
7.
big was the shark?
It was a baby shark.
Oh, so it doesn't really count.
It hurt, and I bled.
What does it look like? You have a scar?
Nah, it was
does
too
it
small
count?
to be a scar. I was bleeding. I mean, what do you mean it doesn't count?
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count? If I punch you in the face, but I don't break your nose, did I not punch you in the face? What are you talking about?
No, it's
No?
basically a slap. But you would know what that's like, wouldn't you?
I hate you.
You worried me, Charlie.
And on that note, we end the podcast. We're gonna raid Kelly real
Kevin
quick.
Hagen said going out with the bang.
I hate everybody. That was such a great story. That's what he's talking about. That's how your
I'll be
story.
sure to let you guys know when
Oh,
I
shit.
know.
Your story was whack.
Whack.
We're gonna raid Kelly again, and I hate Creighton as always. So you know.
If you hit someone and it doesn't damage them, then you didn't hit. Are you gonna play us out?
No.
Damn
Creighton
it.
logic doesn't make sometimes. You're right. Creighton logic doesn't make sometimes. I would
Doesn't
think
make.
attacks from baby sharks would be rare, let alone a baby shark attack on a baby human. That's a good point.
Baby on baby.
Well, no, I mean,
Violence.
like, I guess it's the same as, like, it's probably a similar statistic technically because, like, a baby shark's only going to go after, like, baby little tiny prey. And
Apparently-
it bit my leg. It bit my ankle.
Apparently, if a lifeguard sees that, they're supposed to like write it down as like an actual shark attack.
There was
Is
no
it-
lifeguard.
I know, but I mean, like I saw a report one time. It was like
Well,
a lot
they
of
have
these-
to report
yeah,
something
they
like
have
that?
to report it as like a shark attack, and then that gets put in like the weekly numbers of shark attacks. Because like that's why shark attack numbers were so high for a long time. Is because like even like say a shark swim past you, and like you know how their skin is like
Yeah,
like
and they rubbed it
sandpaper,
against. It's
and
really
it
tough.
makes bleed. That counts as a shark attack.
Well, that's a cool fact to end the podcast on before the raid disappears. We love you guys. We will catch you tomorrow night for the final podcast of the week, as long as Creighton doesn't.
Yeah.
You know,
well, I
dip
should
out.
be here. I get off early. Remember?
Yeah, but that
Might
doesn't
go
always
play
that
some-
always doesn't mean anything.
I might go play some Red Dead and then
Of
come
course
do
you
the
will.
podcast.
Okay, we
You
love
wanna
you
go
guys.
play Red
Goodbye.
Dead
Say
with
goodbye. Say goodbye. 4
Goodbye.
seconds.